Hey, yo. New podcast.
Yo.
Episode 17. Started off with the memoriam. I know you guys didn't see it. I put the WWE in memory of Scott Hall. I almost bought a Scott Hall shirt for this episode. I should have. I feel bad that I didn't. That might be our new intro. Because I know the Store Horsemen, they used to have an intro. Theirs was, every time we start an episode, is, "What's up, you pencil neck geeks?" We obviously didn't have, I didn't have anything like that. I might stick with "Hey Yo." That might be the one. So obviously, the biggest news of this week, Scott Hall did pass away earlier this week. Sad news. And that's what I was thinking about it. It's crazy. I don't know if I realized how much I liked Scott Hall. Like, he was always a favorite of mine. And but it's weird because when I was a kid growing up, I didn't know Razor Ramon. I knew NWO Scott Hall. I knew the jean jacket, starting a war, Kevin Nash. I knew that Scott Hall. I didn't find out about all. And I was at that point, I was like, "This is the coolest fucking wrestler I've ever seen." Scott Hall was always the coolest to me. I don't know why. Then I see the Razor Ramon shit when I get older, and I'm like, "This was fucking awesome." I've seen it more. I've seen it the past couple times. The scene of him in the restaurant. And, like, the guy brings the bill. And he's like, "What the fuck do you mean a bill, dude? People see Razor Ramon eating here? They're going to be lined up at the door. What are you going to do, mop the floor next?" It's like,
that clean the table off? And he goes,
"Yeah." And he fucking just cleans the whole thing up. Yes, it's fucking... Scott Hall was awesome. Like I said, I always liked Scott Hall, even when he came back in the crappy, less... I guess not as good version of NWO that WWE put on. Still liked him then. And I think that's why I like Damian Priest so much. Because I just get Scott... I know he wears, like, the Scott Hall, like, jacket stuff and does the Razor's Edge. I think that's why I kind of gravitated towards him. I mean, of course, he's the tall guy with the tattoos and the long hair. I'm obviously partial to most people with long hair. Most of my favorite wrestlers all have long hair. I don't know. I mean, I have long hair. I don't know if that's why. But, yeah. I think
you got some weird fetish.
No, it's not that weird. But, yeah. So, rest in peace, Scott Hall. You will be missed. That was obviously big news of the week. What else we got? Do either of you have anything you would like to share about Scott Hall before we move on? Or are you guys good?
I mean, Scott Hall was definitely one of the most charismatic characters that they've had. His Razor Ramon gimmick was one of the best.
Bro, you know two things I threw at people growing up as a kid? A lot.
He has one of the coolest finishers.
Yes.
I love the Razor's Edge.
Yes.
One of the best Intercontinental Champions. His WrestleMania 10 ladder match with Shawn Michaels to unify the belts. That's probably one of the top matches that everyone talks about the most when they talk about Scott Hall / Razor Ramon. The NWA forming, the Outsiders, game-changing for the wrestling business and industry. So he definitely was an influencer to a lot of other future stars. So, yeah, he definitely will be missed. He was one of my favorites of all time.
That's what he kind of inspired I think this was even before AJ joined our fantasy football league, but I know Dustin will admit it, but the others won't because they give me credit of how good of a bad guy I was for the fantasy football league. Like, when I won both championships, I was almost insufferable. Like, I've actually pissed people off because of how bad I was. And, like, even when we did this show the first time around, a couple years ago, we all had our own, because, again, something we ripped off from Store Horsemen was they all had their own little gimmick name. Like, Tony Hinchcliffe was the Golden Pony. I can't remember any of the other ones. I don't know if Dustin, if you do off the top of your head. But anyways, they all had their own little gimmick name, too. And so we tried to do that for the first time we did it. And, like, Dustin's was, you were the shit, were you shit poster?
I think so.
I don't remember what yours was. I remember Joey hated Becky Lynch so much that we literally named him the Last Kisser instead of the Last Kicker. He was the Last Kisser, and literally I was the bad guy. That was my gimmick name on there because at that point in time, that's when I fucking hated everything wrestling, everything WWE. It all fucking sucked. great time to start a wrestling show. But yeah, that's when I was in where Joey is now in wrestling, where he's not really watching, but he likes to shit on it. That's where I was, and so that was inspiration that I had. I called that was the bad guy, and then even in the Fans Football chat, like literally, I would post the Scott Hall or the Razor Ramon gif of him throwing the toothpick. It's like he's wearing the yellow jacket and he's got the purple background. He's just throwing the toothpick. I posted that gif I don't know how many times, but so yeah, like I said, Scott Hall,
it was pretty miserable.
Yeah,
with the
it was good times. It was good times. When you have two different types of fantasy football leagues, and you win both of them the same year, you got to go over the top. You know what I mean? And you're the only person to ever do it. Still to this day, you gotta do it.
To this day.
This one right here. 318. It's another thing. Hey, happy Stone Cold week. We didn't get to record on Stone Cold Day because obviously Dynamite was on that night and everything. But happy Stone Cold Day week to everybody. There's a lot happened this week. But I think
there's a lot.
I think one of the biggest news things happened right before, or came out. I think AJ posted right before we started recording. Cody Rhodes signed to WWE.
Yeah. Well,
allegedly,
Mike Johnson from PWA Insider. We could definitely go into it with the Cody update.
Speaking of stuff,
we got.
It's not a beer.
Yeah, Mike Johnson, PWA Insider, saying Cody has signed. Would approximately be about 10 or 14 days ago. And their idea is to debut him at WrestleMania. You know, this past Monday they were in Jacksonville, and they're like, "Oh man, is Cody gonna show up?" Because they're in Jacksonville, AEW's old stomping grounds. No one showed up.
Yeah, I seen a meme. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like, imagine turning Raw on and waiting for Cody Rhodes, and he doesn't show up.
Yeah. Well,
did they make like a couple of hints? Like he's
dashing.
Dashing.
Yeah. So when Seth came
out, he did the ear thing.
He did the ear thing that he did on BTE. So was last week? Yeah, last week. Because they were thinking he was gonna show up. You know, Damian Priest has this. They call it the Reckoning, which is essentially the Crossroads. And they had him not use that move altogether. So they were like, okay, well, he's not allowed to use that. He's been using Razor's Edge anyways.
Yeah.
So let Razor's Edge be his finisher. He no longer uses the Reckoning. He had a match with Finn this past Monday, and he used the fucking Reckoning, which I thought was really funny.
That's hilarious.
He used it.
I know he fucking yeeted Finn onto the announce table with the Razor's Edge. Was that 2 weeks ago, or is that not this week?
I think that was last week.
Well, oh, okay. He didn't do it. I thought he might have done it again this week.
Yeah, so he uses the Reckoning to pin Finn, which I was like, oh, so are we not fucking doing this? Like, is Cody not fucking showing up?
Was that in Jacksonville?
Yeah, it was in Jacksonville. Hilarious. Which, I mean, you could play it, or is like, because they're in Jacksonville, he used it so that you're teasing that, oh, he would show up, but whatever. Regardless, you know, the whole angle is Rollins doesn't have a match.
Yeah, that's what
WrestleMania.
That's what I was about to say. Is just as you were talking, I just remembered. I seen a post because I didn't get to watch Raw. I seen a post that was like, "Oh, will Rollins find his road to WrestleMania?" or something like that. So, is this going to be like
how they spell road?
Yeah,
he's gonna show up.
Is this going to be like a John Cena Elias thing where Elias is in the ring and then John Cena comes out and they have a match then?
Yeah, or the John Cena Undertaker thing where. You know, Cena comes out, he's like, I want the Undertaker, where's the Undertaker? And he shows up.
Or I can see Rollins getting in the ring saying, I want a match, I need a match, blah, 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 blah. Cody Rhodes comes out. Okay.
Right. He's like, I'm the biggest star. Can I not be on WrestleMania? Yeah. Boom, like, Cody shows up.
Yeah, I get that.
So that's the whole idea, is Cody will debut at WrestleMania. I mean, if you're going to come back, I guess debuting at WrestleMania would be a big fucking thing. Yeah. But yeah, all the teasing for the last few months. I mean, again, this is speculation. There's no word on paper that confirms Cody did sign a contract, but it's very highly teased that he did actually indeed sign his contract.
Which would make sense, 10 to 14 days, and they're making references to it on Raw this week. It makes sense, yeah.
So what day is he going to be on? What y'all think?
Whatever.
Every fucking thing else is on Saturday, so I mean, they gotta have something for Sunday.
Okay.
Right. So, do you think if they do this Cody Rollins match,
I feel like
if they put it on Sunday, Sunday would definitely be the bigger card. But do they want to try and outshine the Brock Roman story?
yeah. I see it this way, whether it is Saturday or Sunday, and that's why I can honestly see it happening Saturday, because I think it's gonna open Mania. Because that's I mean,
Could be.
because to me, just looking at it, even not even looking at it from Cody's re-debuting at WWE, like moment, look at it more like Rollins pissed because he doesn't have a WrestleMania match, so he's gonna
Right.
fucking bust down the door at the first chance he gets. So that to me that doesn't again they could not be thinking about it from that point of view at all. But it's more like, okay, I don't have a fucking match. I want to get out there and I want this figured out now.
I want to take the show hostage.
Exactly,
Essentially.
something
Yeah.
similar to that, and which
Yeah.
could totally be, they could spin it the exact same story and it'd be middle of the card Sunday where Rollins got here late, he couldn't get in because of security reasons or whatever because he didn't have a match tonight or something stupid.
We would really kind of fucking fucked up, but a little fucking crazy is Rollins is in the ring. He's doing his spiel. Triple H's music hits. He comes out of this throne and then it's
Fucking Cody. Oh,
Yeah.
the throne. Oh my
How
gosh.
how fucking crazy would that be?
And we get the whole thing that Cody did, where it's the fucking throne comes up out of the stage because their stage is like 50 feet high, so they get plenty of room to put a lift underneath there.
Yep.
Fucking Cody comes up out of the throne, and it's the same thing he did at whatever AEW pay per view, where he fucking gets the hammer, breaks the throne,
Yeah,
and all that
first
kind of
one.
stuff. Yes,
Yeah.
just does the whole fucking spiel and comes out and does it. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that would be one fucking thing to go out on like that.
Because
So,
it's gonna get people hype anyways. Because they're hey, fucking Triple H is gonna if the people, even the casual fans that don't know Cody's coming back. Oh, fucking Triple H is here gonna wrestle Seth
Right.
Rollins. That's fucking
Yeah.
dope. And then you find out and then he fucking either it's
the music cuts.
yeah, the music cuts and you get his. I'm assuming they're gonna use his new music. I don't know if they will or not. That makes sense if they do, but
Yeah.
they'll probably give him
they
some
should.
shitty music. Yeah, they'll probably give him some shitty music.
Most
But,
likely.
yeah, I could see that. That'd be hilarious. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, that would be, big fucking swerve. Also added to the WrestleMania card, we got the Street Profits and the Arcade Bro. That hasn't been determined yet.
I did see a thing that said that Randy Orton, obviously there's still a few weeks, so if he goes, I like how Dustin's taken over Joey's role of just the flashing warning for TV, like the TV.
I got Smackdown on. Let's go.
Good job picking up the slack, Dustin. I appreciate it.
Nope.
Anyways, what was I talking about? Fucking Dustin.
Street Profits and Arcade Bro.
Randy Orton. Randy Orton will
Orton.
be the first person to ever walk into WrestleMania with the tag team title, the World Heavyweight Championship, WWE Championship, Intercontinental title, and I think US title. I think.
Damn.
I think that was it. He'll be the first person to ever do it walking into Mania.
That's cool.
I highly doubt I can find that meme again.
That's pretty cool. One match we already knew about, Edge and AJ Styles. They had that match pinned in for Sunday, but most recently they actually took it off Sunday, and now we don't even know if it's going to be still on Sunday or they're going to put it on Saturday. Which would be fucking stupid because I keep posting on our Facebook page, they keep adding matches for only fucking Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday's going to be 20 hours long, and then Sunday will be 2 hours long. So it's like, well, what the fuck?
It's gonna be Roman drop 2 hours.
Also, there's some speculation that potentially what the unified belt could look like. People were setting up in like staging and everything, and someone took a picture of a big, I don't want to say like a cardboard cutout, but a display of a WWE championship, and essentially the belt would look like the current WWE championship, but instead of the red stripe, it's blue. Which is
underneath the WWE.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it would be referenced as the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, I think is what they're going to be calling it.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
But
I mean,
it's funny because Paul's been calling the WWE Championship that already, so
yeah,
it's like, well, what the fuck?
yeah.
Yeah, stupid.
Was trying to, but yeah, it's. I mean, I like
It could.
the new belt.
It could be different.
Yeah,
It could be different,
I
but
don't mind the belt they have now.
But the strap's gonna be beige, probably.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Bro, I missed the white Intercontinental title. I missed that thing. I hate the new Intercontinental Championship.
I like the old.
I like
old
the white
title,
one.
too. Yeah, it was a great title.
We know Joey does.
Well, you know who brought that white title back? Cody Rhodes.
Hey, bring it back again. Let's go. Something else. Go ahead.
Well, they treat their secondary titles like the UFC titles, or they make them design-wise like that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
So it's stupid. But what else we've got? We've got WWE finally responds to the MLW lawsuit. I mean, it was like what, months ago when we talked about that, where the MLW was filing a lawsuit for trying to monopolize
December.
content. Yeah, it was probably December, about monopolizing talent and showcase and blah 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 whatever. Basically, the response was MLW sucks, basically, because if they couldn't get a deal for streaming or TV since 2017, which means the product isn't good enough for some type of standard to have some type of deal. For them to say, well, they sabotaged our Tubi deal and they sabotaged our Vice deal, this doesn't make sense. So they actually said you can't compete in the ring and you can't compete in the courtroom. I was like, damn, shots fired.
Damn.
And they want the claim to be dismissed, basically. They think this would be extremely pointless.
Basically,
they don't have time for this
they're
shit.
saying, hey, you couldn't sign these fucking people anyways, shut up.
But yeah, basically.
Basically.
And they brought up with the competition, obviously they don't see MLW as competition. In other news, we've got, AEW who was able to get a TV deal. So it's like, if they could do it, and if they were an up and starting company, what's your fucking problem? So, I mean, they make a good point.
Control Your Narrative has a TV deal, supposedly.
Supposedly. Joey's favorite new promotion, that dumb bitch.
He loves it. Hashtag fuck Joey, he's out today. Yeah, I was like, we had to push off recording till Friday night, obviously. And I was like, oh, everybody's still good for 7. And then Joey's like, oh, I'm in Little Rock. And I should have realized that whenever I realized that he hasn't sent me stupid shit all day today. And I was like, I barely talked to him today. And then I was like, and then he said he was in Little Rock. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're going to see fucking George Strait.
He's dicking around in Little Rock.
Yeah, pretty much. There's something else I was at.
What a bitch.
Yeah. What else we got? We've got an update on.
Before you do that, it kind of fits in here because it's talking about other promotions and TV deals. How far out does Impact record? Because I know like they're pre-taped.
Yeah, so
there were Scott Hall references on the episode last night. Again, they could have been dubbed over.
Yeah, they could dub over, but usually what happens.
I don't know.
They do
go ahead.
2 weeks.
Okay.
They do 2 weeks per like whatever event that they're doing. So usually when they have a pay-per-view, right after the pay-per-view, they do 2 episodes of Impact taping right then and there.
Yeah. So
they're always So I think a lot of their talk about Scott Hall stuff end up being dubbed.
The thing that and I haven't watched Chris Bay wrestle a lot, so it could have been thing. But so obviously they had the memoriam thing at the beginning, just as in memory of Scott Hall, which is super easy to just edit in before you put the show. I get that one. Then they start the show, and Chris Bay kind of does a Scott Hall walk out, and I don't know if he always does that.
I thought he always used to do that.
He might. Like I said, I haven't seen Chris Bay wrestle a whole lot. It kind of fits his gimmick, the ultimate finesse or whatever. It kind of fits his thing anyways. Yeah. So again, I don't know if he's always done it or if that was kind of a tribute thing. And then at some point you hear I don't think he's Tom Phillips anymore. I don't know what he is in Impact, but you hear him. You hear him say something about Scott Hall, and again, that could totally be dubbed over or whatever. But Yeah, I was just curious. I was thinking about that earlier. Like, how far out does Impact actually tape?
Yeah, they do 2 weeks of stuff in advance always. So
gotta-
yeah,
They
they're
gotta fix
always
that.
like, yeah. I think they need to stop doing that and just be live. I mean, granted, they've got a crowd. It's not a big crowd, but regardless, you've got a crowd. When I watch a pay per view, I don't want to see the same people in the same seats for 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it gets pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Update on Candice LeRae's contract. It is up in the spring. So she's obviously on maternity leave. And because she was going on maternity leave, there was always thoughts of freezing her contract. And if they did that, the time that she's out, she would have to make up at the end of her contract that was originally expired. So if they froze her contract for, let's say, 3 months, come around when she's active again, May when it's supposed, or let's say May was her expiration, it would be 3 months after that. So they didn't do that at all. So she could be on her way out whenever she wants, whenever her contract is up. And if she chooses not to renew, that's obviously her business as well.
Which would make sense.
Yep. And I mean, if I was her, I wouldn't want to fucking go back
Don't
to
either.
NXT 2.0. I mean, already the fucking women's division is like 10 women.
So speaking, just bring up NXT 2.0. Last night, again playing the My Career stuff. It gave me the option to choose between NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. I picked NXT, but I had to seriously think about it, and I almost had to look it up because if it was NXT 2.0, I was not going to NXT. I was like, if this is NXT 2.0, I'm fucking out, dude. I'm not doing it. Luckily, it was still black and gold NXT. It was far enough back that it was still black and gold NXT. But yeah, that was something I seriously considered when I was like scrolling through. Also, I don't know if you guys seen this. Why is Mandy Rose the general manager of Raw in WWE 2K22?
I don't know.
Of Raw?
Yes.
Mandy Rose?
Regal is the GM for NXT. Adam Pearce is the GM for SmackDown, and Mandy Rose is the GM for Raw.
Mandy Rose, not Sonya Deville.
No, Mandy Rose, not Sonya Deville. 100%. At one point, because
what the fuck?
Because they had a GM match where there's like a GM showcase where the general managers come down to the performance center, and I had a best 2 out of 3 falls match with Shawn Michaels. At one point in my match, Mandy Rose throws Adam Pearce in the fucking ring. In the middle of the fucking match, she throws him in the ring. And I was like, is this motherfucker going to attack me? Am I going to beat his ass? No, she fucking rolls him in the ring. Like, I see him start fighting on the outside. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm literally in the middle of the match with Shawn fucking Michaels here. She rolls his ass in the ring. He stands up and just gets out of the ring. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was so confused.
Dustin booked it.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah. So, but yeah, it was.
Bleach Report just came out 4 months ago. Cody Rhodes.
Well,
basically it's confirmed.
It's the same thing from PW Insider, which we just talked about.
Bleacher Report: Cody Rhodes signed with WWE. Yeah. The American Nightmare has agreed to return to WWE ahead of WrestleMania 38.
Yeah,
because I mean,
everyone says it's from PW
cool.
Insider. Yeah, I feel
like that was one that they probably should have kept under wraps a little. But that's also one that's probably really hard to keep under wraps.
Yeah. But yeah.
Anyways,
whatever.
moving on. Sorry.
Elias. It's funny we brought up Elias once. We're all trying to figure out where the fuck Elias is.
I almost wore my Elias shirt tonight. Where the fuck is he?
So
again,
apparently,
one of my favorites.
He is being repackaged.
Oh fuck!
Again, he's getting a new gimmick. He showed up. He's in the 2K game, but that 2K game is actually supposed to be not that Wanderer music persona. It was a new gimmick that they're trying to test out, and it was supposed to be Macho Man inspired. Well,
okay, I
apparently,
might be fucking in on this.
Well, you're gonna be real fucking sad because they're like, "Fuck that, we're scrapping it again." Apparently, he might have cut his hair and shaved his beard.
I'm fucking out. I'm fucking out. Fucking out. I'm fucking out. I'm pissed Boogs cut his hair. Fucking out. Pissed Otis cut his hair, shaved his beard. I'm fucking out, dude. Leave him the fuck alone, dude, okay?
Cameron Grimes cut his hair.
Yeah.
Shaped his beard. But he's still got a beard. But Yeah, apparently that's the case. I don't know if it's true. But again, they're trying to do a new gimmick for Elias, which we probably haven't seen since fucking, I don't know, like
It's been a while.
a really fucking long time. And
Bro, that pisses me off so
he's probably been just as gone as Veer is coming to Raw.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Who is still coming to Raw. I'm assuming it's the Raw after WrestleMania, right?
I'm sure, yeah.
If we're betting men here, which I in fact am, now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like it's Raw, and it's gonna suck. I got a feeling it's gonna be so bad.
Yeah, it most likely will be the Raw after Mania, or if they do that stupid Battle Royale, he can make his debut at WrestleMania.
Well, no, because I don't think he can. Technicality, I don't think he can debut at Mania because it hasn't been saying Veer coming to WrestleMania or Veer coming to WWE. It's Veer coming to Raw. So I don't feel like that motherfucker can show up. Now that we booked this motherfucker in the tournament or the Battle Royale like a few weeks ago. Now that we think about it, I don't think he can fucking show up at Mania. It's got to be the Raw after SmackDown. What the fuck shows or the Raw after Mania? What if he fucking shows up on SmackDown? Just randomly.
That would be hilarious. I'd just be like, shows. What the fuck you doing? Adam Pearce is like, what the hell are you doing here? Wrong show.
Yeah, wrong show, stupid. They still
or like they're doing a backstage segment and he accidentally walks into camera frame.
Yeah, they're talking to Cody at Mania after his match at Mania or whatever, and it's like fucking Veer just walks in. He's got the full face paint on and everything.
He's like, oh shit,
sorry guys. He just fucking by with an IKEA cabinet or something.
New NXT recruits. The recruit class has been revealed. Some of the headliners. Former Ring of Honor Women's Championship, who we've been talking about a few times. She's in the class. It's finally official. Roxy is part of the NXT class. We don't know what her new name is going to be. The former Tesha Price. She's actually been showing up on NXT 2.0. She's tied in with the whole storyline with Brooks and Jensen. So she's had TV time already. Santino's daughter, I already forgot her name. Shit, but whatever. Yeah, Santina. Yeah, she's part of the class. And then some dude that fucking looks like Randy Orton but has no fucking relation.
I just seen that yes, I just sent you a message. I was looking for the that Randy Orton meme. You take a 2-second break? No, we're like recording. I don't have a way to take a break. We'll be done shortly. How long have you been recording? 28 minutes.
Yeah, this dude is just
recording. Just set it down somewhere. It's fine.
This dude is just crazy.
David Bostian.
Sure.
Bostien. Bostian.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, because I was looking for the Randy Orton, the title thing that I was talking about, and I just typed in Randy Orton, and yeah, it brings up a picture of him. That's hilarious.
Yeah, they're gonna call him Brandy Orton, probably.
This is Randy Orton's son.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus. I was like, I mean, if you didn't say that they weren't related, everyone would have thought.
Yeah,
he is related to Randy Orton.
It's gonna be like they're gonna dump Riddle, and it's gonna be Randy Orton and this David whatever dude versus the Mysterios father versus son match, or father and son versus father and son.
Man, we've got a Big E. I mean, we want to talk about Big E really quick.
Yes.
Last Friday, he took the belly to belly suplex on the outside, got no fucking height underneath of it, and Ridge Collin almost fucking killed him.
Yes.
Landed on top of his head.
Yes. It was the Madcap Moss thing, but not Big E's fault. Like where he landed directly up. The only difference is that when Madcap did it, it was only most of his upper body that landed on his head. Big E, he was spiked straight up and down. Yeah. And it was very bad. It was like, but yeah, I think it was C1 and C6 are fractured.
Yeah, so there was a doctor that does some NFL stuff. I think he's worked with the Chargers before.
That's what Big E said. If you're going to break your neck, do it in Birmingham, Alabama, because apparently there's a really good hospital there. So,
So the doctor was saying that this is an outside source. It wasn't anyone that worked with Big E, but anything with the C1 on your spine could have easily ended your life or ended with lifelong paralysis. So even if he doesn't require surgery, which is nice, it's good for him. But like, we don't know if like Big E can actually come back from this. Like, he said that is a potential career-threatening, actually injury, which would be fucking terrible because they were plans, and I had called it when they debuted Butch. It was going to be New Day. Xavier Woods was going to come back. It was going to be New Day, Ridge, Sheamus, and Butch, formerly known as Pete Dunne, at WrestleMania. They were going to plan on doing that.
We're not even fucking talking about it.
Yeah. So it sucks big time.
Just
for
know
sure.
we are displeased as a unit. There are very few things we all agree on. That is one of them. That fucking sucks. Anyways, yeah, Big E. We're talking about the name thing, but yeah, Big E. That's why I wasn't sure. Whenever it's like came out, like, oh, he fucking broke his neck. Obviously, there are people posting the fucking Kurt Angle thing. Oh, he's got a broken freaking neck and all that kind of shit. I mean, hopefully he can come back and wrestle. That would be better, more preferred. But if he doesn't, if he's not able to, please WWE use him in the right way. Because obviously you still need to use him because he is way too fucking good of a on mic, on camera personality for you to not use him. Put him on fucking commentary. Put him somewhere. Put him in as a manager role somewhere. I mean, even if he can't wrestle, he could probably, still hit a big ending here and there, maybe a belly to belly, something like that. But of course, if they do that, then you're going to get the whole, oh, he's going to come back for a match, all that kind of shit. So maybe not do that, but
yeah.
Hopefully, T's and P's. Hopefully, he can come back and wrestle.
Yeah, hopefully it's exactly like you said. Hopefully he can come back and be all right and still be Big E. Because he's definitely gonna be missed.
As the videos he's posted, it definitely did not break his spirit. He is still a very happy man, even though I think he's more of in the hey, I'm lucky that I can still walk around and feel my fingers and all that kind of stuff. So he's still having fun for the videos that I've seen. So.
Yeah.
Also, poor Rich Holland, because that dude can't catch a break. He got his nose fucking broke, and then now fucking spiking
Big E's neck.
Yeah, it's like, dude, can't. I mean, that's one of my first thoughts is when somebody gets hurt, because like when Phoenix got hurt, it was how fucking bad does Luchasaurus feel? Like, those things is like, how bad does that person feel? Because literally, like, I seen a thing recently. It was talking about wrestling. Like, hey, this whole show is you trusting who you're working with to not fucking get you hurt. Yeah, exactly. So it's a whole thing where it's like it's fun, it's entertaining, but you're putting a lot of fucking trust in this other person that they're going to be able to put a full rotation on you. Which again, maybe Rich Holland shouldn't be trying to belly to belly suplex someone like Big E.
Yeah,
because Big E's a big fucking dude, but.
We wouldn't trust you, Dustin, on doing anything. By the way,
trust you take a fucking super kick, dude.
Trust you to take the fall.
Do it. I'm taking the pin, boys.
Going out looking at the lights.
And then lastly, for WWE specific news, WWE is trying to plan an actual pay-per-view with the main roster in the UK. And do it at the same weekend as All Out. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I ain't watching that shit.
So I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, yeah, good fucking luck.
I did put it together. When you probably don't know. When do we get any kind of announcement on that shit? I know we still got Double or Nothing in May.
Yeah, you gotta wait till after Double or Nothing, basically.
Because I think I realized that if it's on a Sunday and it happens to be Labor Day weekend, I might not have to use a vacation day to come down or go up. I guess is the thing to Chicago. I might not have to use a vacation day because I'm off that Monday.
Yep.
Because if we go down Friday, see the show Sunday, leave Monday. Hey, we might be lucky. Might not have to. Yeah, I ain't fucking watching that.
Yeah. No, I don't know who's gonna fucking watch it.
We're gonna watch it on our phones while we're in the venue watching.
Technically, if it's a UK pay-per-view, it would be a little bit earlier, probably on the day as well.
That's true.
It would be in the afternoon for us. Yeah. Actually, no, it could be live there. It would just be earlier, like they did for the Saudi show.
Yeah. But I know most of their UK shows, they do their, like when they do Raw and SmackDown stuff in the UK, it's usually pre-recorded.
Oh yeah. What else we got? We've got Karrion Kross or Killer Cross now. Back to Killer Cross.
Dude has hair. I didn't know. I thought he was bald, not by choice. Apparently not.
Nope, not by choice.
Apparently he was bald by choice.
He is participating in New Japan Strong, Lone Star Dallas show. Calls out Minoru Suzuki, and they are gonna have a match. They made it official. I was like, boy, that's the wrong man to call out because Suzuki's gonna beat the living shit out of him.
Like,
but
you want to fucking control this narrative, bitch?
Yeah. It's gonna be like control these nuts slapping you in the face, Dustin. What else we got? We've got let's see, Ring of Honor. Tony on Busted Open Radio today, he did break the news that after the Supercard, Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor, April 1st.
Got there.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck was the name
I
of
was
this
thinking it the whole time, and I was like, is he going to get there? Okay, got there.
I was like, I got there. I just couldn't remember what the fuck it was all about.
It's funny because you said Honor and then Supercard, and you had all the words there just in the wrong order.
He did announce Briscoe, them boys are going to face FTR for the Ring of Honor World Championship. I think that's going to be dope. We finally get to have it. We've got, he did say, post that pay-per-view, he is going to start doing, he is going to start doing weekly shows. So that's going to be cool. They don't know if it's going to be a live TV type of thing, but he's going to start doing operations for them, which I think is great. So, but you need talent, right? So is he signing people?
I mean, you got plenty of AEW people you're probably not using that could.
I think they're going to transition some of those stars that aren't getting enough normal time, TV time. So like Brian Cage could potentially be going there. They said possibly, Dustin's boy, Jonathan Gresham. They don't know if he's going to sign a Ring of Honor contract or an AEW contract. It's highly possible.
It could also very easily be a AEW/ROH contract.
Very true. But it's going to be under the TK umbrella. He's not going to sign anywhere else. He's most likely going to stay there. So we'll see what happens.
It might not even have to be labeled as a / contract. It might just be hey, you work for Tony Khan now, so you can show up on whatever show.
Yeah, basically. I mean, again, it really depends on how they're going to work those contracts, to be honest.
Because, I mean, honestly, it could be the same thing like now, like you get with NXT, where, hey, Dolph Ziggler goes down to NXT. It could be, hey, Hangman goes to Ring of Honor for some reason, or something like that.
Right, I think if you're a top talent star, I feel like you're going to have that luxury to go between the two.
Yeah.
But I think he might dedicate specific stars to being on one program over the other. So we'll see what happens. Thunder Rosa, new AEW Women's Champion. That's fucking pretty dope. Knew that was going to happen. Mainly because it's like, well, now it's kind of like, well, why the fuck did we have the Revolution match if, Baker was going to retain there? But then a few weeks later, Thunder's going to win in her hometown. I mean...
Also, AEW's got to chill with the thumbtacks.
What's wrong with the thumbtacks? They're fucking great.
No, fuck the thumbtacks, dude.
We're going to put your ass through the thumbtack table.
Like they use them a lot, and then also anytime there's a cage match, they use them.
What?
Bro,
there's been 2 cage matches where they've used thumbtacks.
Every time. That's the only cage matches I've seen in AEW.
Wardlow and Cody had a cage match, so fuck you.
And then the
Blood and Guts.
The MJF
Blood and Guts
match, they had thumbtacks. So,
all right, now you're just being a little bitch.
I don't know. That just looks like the fucking worst thing to me. Is like
back in the Attitude Era, they had thumbtacks in every other event. So I don't know what you're talking about. So, fuck.
Like trigger.
But I mean, the anniversary of the Lights Out match. I mean, when MJF and Puck go through thumbtacks, it seems like nothing happened. Baker goes through thumbtacks, and her entire fucking back is covered.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, goddamn. I was like, Baker, do not here. doing things that
Baker also had the nice Scott Hall gear going. That was pretty cool.
she did. Very nice. And yeah, she did.
That was probably put together pretty quickly. I don't know if she already had that, but
I think she had the gear, but the jacket was from an old Scott Hall tribute she did
gotcha.
with the red gear. So I think she had the gear already, but didn't have a white jacket, so she brought out the red one. So
Nice.
yeah,
cool shit.
But Thunder's gear, her pants were the same ones from the first match they did at last year's what was it? St. Patrick's Slam?
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
Well, that was this week, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I'm saying last year when they did the Lights Out match, she kept the same gear and wore it to this match. She just had the different top, which I think was full sleeves. Last time she didn't have full sleeves, so
I mean, I'd have full sleeves too if I was going through fucking thumbtacks.
And she did do the full face paint. Normally she does the half, so I thought that was pretty cool.
She took Chris Statlander's other half of the face paint.
Chris Statlander's not using face paint
exactly.
anymore.
That's what I'm saying. She took the other half.
No, she took Darby's other half.
There you go. But yeah. Oh yeah, you talking about Darby Allin, the AEW's resident superhero that saves everyone for some reason?
Yep.
Okay.
They have a lot of face paint in that 4-people group there.
They definitely do. And one of them's not wearing any at all, and you still have whole bunch of face paint.
Oddly enough, Jeff Hardy's debut, or the Hardy Boys debut together on AEW, Jeff Hardy's entire gear is the same thing as his last action figure with WWE. The one literally just came out.
That's hilarious.
It's the exact same face paint, the fucking yellow and blue arm sleeves and attire. It's hilarious.
Hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. Good troll. Troll.
But Matt Hardy, poor Matt Hardy. I thought he died during one part of that match. I was like, he ain't getting back up.
Yeah.
Fuck. They did miss a spot where Hardy was supposed to do the swanton, but he did the splash. That was supposed to end the match.
Oh.
They completely missed the spot, and they had to redo it again on the other side.
I noticed that he started doing it more. He started doing it in AEW, not AEW. He started doing it in WWE. But Jeff's swantons are getting a lot more of landing on top of people than.
Oh yeah.
Which I know. Yeah. I think he said something about it where he's gonna rely on people to get that. I guess that hurts less than him. How he used to do it, where most of his body hits the mat, because he just straight up lands on folks now, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, how you asking to get up? Because you're like, here's person flat. Here's all his upper body is just sitting on his shoulders, and I'm like, bruh, you gotta stop. His old ass.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't take the bump anymore.
Yeah, that's basically what I know. I noticed it in WWE whenever he came back to WWE, and I'm like, this motherfucker's just straight landing on folks with his swanton now.
That's when you're gonna be taking all the bumps too. By the way, you're gonna take the Stinger Splash, the Scorpion Deathlock, the Coffin Drop, Mist.
I am not taking that,
bro.
The Swanton,
bro. When I was when I was a kid, we were like, my stepdad was like laying on the couch, like on his stomach, like laying down, whatever. And we were getting ready to leave and go somewhere. And obviously, I was a kid. I don't even know how old I was. Maybe 10, if even that. Bro, he was, like I say, he was laying down face down. I jumped on him and put his ass in the Scorpion Deathlock. I about ripped his ACL in half, and I had no idea, dude. I know, because I wouldn't let go, dude. I fucking had that shit locked in. That's what because at the time, it wasn't the sharpshooter for me. It was Scorpion Deathlock, because it was WCW Sting, whatever. Also, fuck Bret Hart. But anyways, Joey's not here to defend it. Joey's not here to defend it, fuck you. But yeah, so I fucking threw his ass in the Scorpion Deathlock, and then he's like, all right, I'm done. So I went to get up. Well, he's trying to walk out of the house, just limping on his leg. And I was like, yo, my bad, dude.
You're going to be limping out of that George Strait concert,
Probably.
I used to do a swanton on my couch, and I actually broke my couch.
Nice.
That's how many times I used to do it.
Nice.
The support beam in the middle just fucking snapped. One time I did it, and I heard the crunch, and I was like, "Oh shit!" The armrest of the couch.
Okay,
I would jump off the armrest onto the couch, and then I just cracked the shit out of that couch.
That's hilarious.
But yeah,
Don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah, they say it, and then just break your own furniture, basically. During the Danielson Moxley match with Wheeler Yuta and Chuck T, dumbass fuck Joey for not being here, but Moxley and Danielson did the heart attack, which I thought was really cool, which was the finisher for Brett and Neidhart.
It did look a little awkward at first how they hit it, but
yeah.
Well, fucking
awkward, but Moxley towers over Danielson.
That's
and
true.
He's got him up, and then for some Danielson's got to jump.
And then for some reason, Danielson hit the. I feel like he hit the ropes one too many times, or something like one or two too many times. Like he bounced between them, and I was like, okay, this is. But it just looked.
Well, he needed some momentum because he had to get so close to the other ropes. It was hilarious. It was like if he moved forward, he would have been fine.
I think that's what it was. He was just Moxley was still too close to the ropes.
Yeah. So I thought that was really cool.
Also,
and it seemed like
little tease of Wheeler Yuta joining. Whatever this little thing group is, which I like because it goes back to what I originally thought it was, where it's more like a faction than a tag team. Right. And William Regal still fucking got it in that left head because he slapped the shit out of Wheeler Yuta. He hit him right here on the fucking jaw, and it was a good hit. It was like he's laid into these people when he's giving them that slap. I
was like, Wheeler, you should have just punched him in the head. Just fuck it, do it. Like Regal would take it.
Yeah.
He's a grown-ass man.
Well, I think that's what was mentioned, is that's what Regal wanted when he slapped Moxley and I think it's when he's on commentary. Danielson. He said whenever he slapped Danielson and Moxley, he was almost to the point of wanting them to punch him back.
Right.
So
I think that's what he's waiting for.
Yeah, and that's what he slapped Yuta, and Yuta got right back up in his face and didn't back down or anything. So I think Yuta, which I think is good because I mean. He's not doing a whole lot in the Best Friends, and I think that'll help him, obviously, for his career, being associated with William Regal, John Moxley, and Bryan Danielson over,
Best Friends.
Yeah, I mean, everybody loves Orange Cassidy, and Danhausen, but I mean, Chuck
Taylor.
I like
the Best Friends.
I mean, I like the Best Friends too, but I mean,
I like them.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, it's like being with Moxley and Danielson's gonna do a lot more for your career than being with the Best Friends. So
for sure. Oh, yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, with the whole professional wrestlers coalition, essentially, let's say, and then we've got Jericho's new heel.
Yeah, I feel like
the whole sports entertainer.
Yeah, I feel like those two are going to be on a collision at some point very soon. So I think that's why they're probably going to need a couple more people to join them, because they're going to be the pro wrestlers against the sports entertainers. Which, watching Jericho's promo, I seen it and I was like, he's not going to fucking do it. Like, my thought process doing it, which I seen where he was going, I was like, he's not going to fucking do it. He's not going to do it. There's no fucking way he says sports entertainer on an AEW product. There's no fucking way he does it. And then he said it, and I was like, are you kidding me that he just fucking said that he's a sports entertainer? I was like, that is crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, oh man. I was like, I hate this so much, but it's so good that it actually works.
That's the thing, is like, you hate that it's bleeding into this world, but for a heel move, it's fucking top tier. It's fucking top tier heel move.
Fucking Jericho doing it again, reinventing himself again to fucking make this work.
I seen a thing that I'm trying to remember if it. Yeah, I think it was. I seen a thing that I don't remember if I sent it to you guys or whatever. That Chris Jericho, in his tenure across companies, has had more of an impact on pro wrestling than Ric Flair.
Yeah, because Ric Flair was the one thing, one ideology of himself. So
yeah, and that's what I see is like Chris Jericho, through his multiple gimmicks that he's had, from Lionheart to whatever, all the stuff he did in the different stuff he did in WWE, from when he was like the long hair, when he won the Undisputed Championship, and all the shit he did with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon and The Rock, into the glittery vest, short haired,
white
code breaker.
Yep, code breaker.
Jericho, his feud with CM Punk, where he's pouring alcohol on CM Punk and all that kind of stuff. To everything he did after he left to New Japan and then coming back to. I mean, he's done a lot of shit. So
yep. Now he's dubbed himself solely the influencer.
Yes, which is also a great 2022 fucking wrestling name. He's had more nicknames since he's come out of WWE than he did in all of his previous wrestlers. Since he's joined AEW, or no, I can't say AEW because he had the Painmaker and all that stuff in New Japan.
Yeah, New
but
Japan.
Since he's left WWE this last time, he's had more nickname gimmicks than all of it combined before. It's hilarious.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, kudos to him, man. Like trying to like, because you think when you first see them join together last week, it's like you got like the stooges you could possibly have in a group faction.
Yeah.
But then you come to this week and it all fucking makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this just, I mean,
I think
this works.
I think my favorite part of the whole promo was like we don't use these made up names, which is hilarious because that's exactly what sports entertainers would do, right? Like that's all this does is change fucking names. Just change people's names. He's like, oh no, we use our real names now, which seems more like a pro wrestling thing to do. But hey, whatever, dude. And then he's like,
well, I mean, you do the name change. I mean, that is very sports entertainment.
I mean, that's true too. So he's like, oh, this is Jake Hager, this is Daniel Garcia, this is Chris Jericho, and I'm like, it's not your fucking name, dude.
Yeah, it's not your real name.
It's not your fucking name, but okay. And then I don't even remember the names of the other two guys. He gave them all like these crazy nicknames like Cool Hand Ange or something like that for the Angelo. The other guy's name's Angelo something. It's like Cool Hand Ange.
Angelo Parker, I think it was. Yeah, Cool Hand Angelo.
I don't remember like, the other fucking dude. That other dude,
big bad booty baddie faggot. I don't know what his name was.
I don't remember. Matt something. I'll see if I can find out what it is.
Well, Dustin should know. They're like best friends with the blockhead and everything.
Who are the members of this?
2.0. Jeff Parker, Matt Lee.
I guess I could just Google 2.0.
Matt Lee, blockhead.
Because that dude cannot take a picture.
No, you can't.
He cannot take a picture at all.
He's got a big ass head and then white ass eyes.
Yeah, and he always I like how they already changed their names in like Wikipedia or whatever.
Nice.
So it's Cool Hand Angelo Parker, and Daddy Magic Matt Menard.
Daddy Magic. Dustin, you come up with that, brother love?
Yeah, I want
So they're wrestling like they were 2.0, 3.0, the Bad Boys with 2 D's, Everrise, and then Jean Paul and Francois were some of their other ring names.
Oh man, terrible.
But yeah, Cool Hand Ange, Angelo Parker, and Daddy Magic Matt Menard.
Daddy Magic.
Well, going back to this Jericho Appreciation Society and potentially whatever Rigos coalition that he's trying to build. That fighting piece would be Daniel Garcia, who says he wanted to be, one of the best professional wrestlers. And then when he tells Jericho, he's like, well, I need to tell you something. He's like, I'm going to be a sports entertainer. Yeah. They could play that angle of, trying to Daniel Garcia being the tale of two sides of a coin.
Yeah.
But, we'll see what happens. But I feel like those two are definitely going to be locked in. Probably after a feud with Kingston and Santana and Ortiz, probably is my guess. But
yeah, I could see that. And so now that we have, would Danielson and Moxley technically be your tag team? Because even with Inner Circle and now the Jericho Appreciation Society, you have your Jericho. Then you have your tag team. Then you have your Sammy, which I feel like Daniel Garcia kind of fits the role of Sammy in this.
Yeah.
And then Jake Hager plays the role of
the muscle.
Jake Hager. So, so I guess would Moxley and Danielson fit your tag team role, or because you could, if you kind of lay it out, you could see, depending on who you get, you could see Moxley as the muscle go against Jake Hager. You could see Danielson, obviously, and what's crazy was it when Danielson was talking to Moxley about this? Wasn't Daniel Garcia who they mentioned specifically?
Yes. That's why.
So that could be a cool, like you said, a cool little twist of it. Of like, are you a pro wrestler or are you a sports entertainer? So that could be While they just formed it, we're already sowing the deceit of the Jericho Appreciation Society. Right.
I don't know. I feel like in this case they kind of could be playing it like a free bird rule type of thing, where they could be a tag team, but also singles individuals. But I think they really want to put them as a tag team. So I guess we just got to kind of wait out and see how it plays out.
But I mean, this also makes sense for if they eventually want to do like a trios championship, because you got your House of Black. Now you would add whatever Regal's faction is to it if you get Wheeler Yuta or somebody else in there. You got
Best
the
Friends was already a trios.
Yeah, Best Friends.
Death Triangle's the trios.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want these fucking belts already.
So
Tony.
On top of having probably the best tag team division in pro wrestling, best trios division too.
Easily.
Shit works.
Money.
Here we go.
Money.
Let's go, Tony.
I'm sure you're sad. Wardlow lost. Oh, so we're going to make the decision here. Are you pro Wardlow or poor bitch boy Sean Spears?
I'm pro Wardlow.
Ooh.
I got
Shots fired.
I had no.
I'm still burn that shit right now.
I will always like Ty Dillinger. Yeah. I will still like him as Sean Spears, but fucking Wardlow's won me over. Wardlow's fucking sick, dude. So
you're gonna have to burn that Ty Dillinger shirt like Dustin's gonna have to burn his Devontae Adams jerseys.
No, that bitch is signed. I ain't burning.
Just color it black and silver, dude. Sell it to Marcus, dude. Just color it black and silver and sell it to Marcus. There you go, dude.
You know, knowing you, Dustin, this would happen. You just got a signed jersey, and then he decides to change teams. Story of your life, you dumb bitch.
I had it for a hot minute. I bid on it. Didn't think I would win. I got the fucking invoice. I was like, well, fuck.
Yeah, that's why he left.
But I gotta send this Dustin guy.
All right, side tangent over, but yeah, MJF, Sean Spears cost Wardlow the TNT Championship, with the help of fucking Austin Vanderford, who's a dumb fucking bitch. I can't stand him.
It's a weird
don't
looking
know why.
Dude.
Yeah, I was like, dude, Wardlow's gonna kill you.
I didn't realize that was his name, but yeah.
I was like, damn.
I also felt like he got a little eager in there, jumping in as soon as the match was over. He like jumped in there. I'm like, all right, dude, calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
I do like the idea.
This ain't real. Stop.
Yeah, I do like the idea of MJF paying off Dan Lambert. I do like that. That was a cool idea of everything. Yeah. That dude needs to calm down. I know, Paige. I know your wife just signed an AEW contract. You haven't. Calm down.
Yeah.
She definitely married down for sure.
How wrong?
And then what else happened on Dynamite? There's one more other thing that.
I don't remember. I went back and watched it. We had the
trios.
Yeah, the trios match. Hey, there's another. We didn't think about that. The other trios. You know, you add They need to give them a name. Like they got. It's called.
I think it's coming. I think they're waiting for
the rivalry with the Young Bucks.
Yeah, I think a full turn by the Young Bucks. I think with Kenny being out, who is recovering from knee surgery, and then having a hernia surgery at the end of the month. So Kenny is going to be out for a while. A long time.
Yeah.
I think the Young Bucks and Hangman are going to reunite.
Yeah, because I could see that because,
they're teasing it already.
They're saying, hey, because Adam Cole was talking about, the tag team, whatever. He was hinting at the Young Bucks, and then the Bucks are like, no, dude, we told you anything with Hangman, we're out. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think after that point, I think we're finally gonna get a name for them. Because they just beat the shit out of Jungle Boy and then got the pin, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think most likely Red Dragon will be the champs after Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, which makes sense. Well, no more Marco Stunt, Dustin. I know how you're fucking sad about that. The little bitch. His contract's gonna be up very, very soon, just like Joey Janela. They're gonna be out. They're not coming back.
Do you see them putting the titles on? Which I guess I would prefer it to be put on Red Dragon, but I feel like would you want it champions versus not champions, where you put it back on Young Bucks? I know people would get pissed for them putting the titles on themselves.
No, I don't think so.
But for me, I guess for me it makes. Well, I guess it can be fine either way. But it makes. I don't know if you get the whole, where you had it in NXT, the Undisputed Era draped in gold kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which, I guess you could put it on Red Dragon and then get Adam Cole to win the title from Hangman still. So,
which I think is still a possibility. I think I don't know if they.
I guess technically you still do it that way, where you end up with Red Dragon wins the tag titles, Adam Cole takes the AEW championship, and then you still have the champions versus non-champions of Hangman and the because obviously Hangman apparently is falling out with the Dark Order slowly. Yep. So yeah, I think you're right. It's gonna, which means we're gonna get probably babyface Young Bucks again.
Yep, babyface Young Bucks. If this fallout does happen with Dark Order and Hangman, fucking turn Dark Order heel again and make Bray Wyatt the leader again.
Oh my gosh, don't do that. Why'd you do that? Why?
Because Tony listens, man.
Dude, yeah.
He's gonna listen to me.
Bro, legitimately today, I was looking at Pro Wrestling Tees today because I'm very close to pulling the trigger on a Jay White shirt. I just can't figure out which fucking one I want because he has so many good shirts.
All of them.
I do fucking want all of them. But one of the things I seen was just it was just a shirt with the Dark Order logo on it, and I was like, man, that would be fucking cool. But Dark Order fucking sucks right now. Like I just don't like them right now. Like it's such a cool idea, and their run that they did with Brody Lee was great. If you do that where you fucking put them heel, turn them heel again, and put Bray Wyatt in control of them, as Cameron Grimes says, to the fucking moon, because they're gonna be back again. It's gonna be great.
Yep.
If you do that, I'm all the way fucking back in. But yes, that would be fantastic. Because it does multiple things where, one, it makes Dark Order good again. It makes them relevant again. Again, trios. You can make a trio out of that. 2, perfect spot for Bray to be. And we get to see Bray wrestle again, finally. And then 3, it's the perfect person to take over for Brody Lee. Because it's almost like a tribute thing to do where it's the perfect fucking person to take over for. There's nobody else that could take over for Dark Order and it feel as good as Bray Wyatt taking it over.
Right.
So as full circle, you would say, as Bray Wyatt taking it over for Brody Lee. So probably won't happen. Maybe.
Hell yeah.
Be great if it did.
AJ don't make it happen.
What'd you say?
I said AJ don't make it happen.
Yeah, book it.
I ain't doing it for you though, bitch.
I know. Yeah, do it for me.
It's hilarious. And then I was gonna bring it up earlier, but we were kind of in our AEW news. But speaking of mishaps in the ring and missed spots, an Impact referee should be fired. Probably. That motherfucker fucked that whole thing up.
Was it Dustin?
I thought Jay White was literally gonna beat the fuck out of that dude.
He should have.
Because if he
fucked that up.
Yeah, dude, he fucked it up bad. And I feel like the referee tried to put it on Chris Bay because when Bay didn't kick out, and immediately after you see the ref just lean down to Chris Bay and say something like, "Hey, you're supposed to kick out, you fuck," or something. But then Jay White got in the ring and literally cornered that referee. And I thought he was going to beat the fuck out of that referee. And for those that don't know what we're talking about, last night I actually watched Impact live.
Mr. Impact.
For the first time in, man, I'm talking AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, back in those days, watching it live. Like, back when they had the 6-sided ring, I'm talking Team Canada days. And show opens with Bullet Club, Jay White, and Chris Bay versus Motor City Machine Guns. Again, I feel like wrestling's personally attacking me right now. I got fucking Wardlow versus Shawn Spears happening on one show. I got fucking Jay White going up against the Motor City Machine Guns on another show. It's like I feel like they're personally attacking me, okay, and I don't appreciate it. But so we got, like I said, Jay White versus Motor City Machine Guns. Motor City Machine Guns hit the Skull and Bones, I think it's what they called it, and Chris Bay does not kick out. Chris Sabin had him rolled up pretty tight, so I don't think he could have kicked out even if he wanted to. And the ref counts to 3 before Jay White can break it up. And you hear the commentators try to play it off like, "Oh, I think Jay White got there. I think he got there," but fucking ended the match. Jay White almost beats the fuck out of the referee. He drags Chris Bay out. They just go backstage. And I'm like,
and as soon as that match ends, Blake flip flops, and he's like, "I knew it. Motor City Machine Guns were gonna win. I fucking told you."
Yo,
Golden Adam.
we fucking back, dude. Let's go. I will say, seeing actual Chris Sabin hit that hesitation drop kick is one of my favorite moves in wrestling. I don't know why, but it's fucking sick. And seeing him hit it again, it's fucking awesome. I'm glad I get to watch Chris Sabin wrestle again. Because I didn't for a long time because I didn't know where the fuck they were wrestling at. So hopefully one day Impact stops pre-recording so they can get in on the mix with everybody else. Because that, like, this whole multiverse of matches things that they're doing, I feel like,
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good idea. I think you can get a lot of views from that. I always forget, I don't know if that's still, what day is that? Do you remember off the top of your head? Because there's a lot of things happening on April 1st. And I'm like,
I think it is April 1st, isn't it?
I think so too. And I was like, God, what the fuck? Like, they've got so much stuff
April
going
1st,
on.
April 1st.
Yeah. So they're doing that at the same time as Supercard of Honor as well. And I think New Japan Strong is doing something that day too. And I'm like, fuck, that's a lot of shit going on. I would like to watch all of it.
Wait,
but...
I think, isn't it? There's a lot of stuff happening in Dallas too. Because isn't there some kind of New Japan card? Because the
Dallas
Jay White's fighting some dude. I don't know who he is.
Yeah, the Lone Star thing, the Lone Star show, I think is also April 1st.
Yeah. Trying to see here.
Come on, Destiny, you should know these things.
Wow, this this wiki site, whatever for this, it's not real Wikipedia. Has no information on it.
Yeah, so the Lone Star Shootout, New Japan Strong, the Minoru Suzuki Killer Cross, that is also for April 1st. So I wonder if all of these things are tied together.
Okay, well on this says like Multiverse of Madness April 1st. The match card so far is the Good Brothers versus the Briscoe Brothers, Jay White versus Chris Sabin, Tomohiro Ishii versus Eddie Edwards. Fucking nailed it, dude.
Nice.
Deonna Purrazzo versus To Be Announced for the Ring of Honor World Women's Championship. And then apparently there's an Ultimate X match scheduled. And it says TBA versus TBA.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it says
they still have the X division in Impact, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, the current champion is Trey Miguel.
I don't know who that is.
The Rascals, right? Dustin, they were called the Rascals.
Oh, wait, no, that's
the Radicals.
That's MSK, ain't it?
Yeah, that's MSK. Yeah, they were part of with Trey Miguel and TNA.
Okay.
Yeah, the multiverse of matches is on with WrestleCon in Dallas, April 1st.
Yeah, the multiverse of that thing.
Yeah.
But the thing that you looked at, the New Japan thing, Jay White's wrestling on that too, isn't he?
I'd have to double check.
Because he cut a promo and some guy accepted it.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. If they're all in Dallas, they're probably all in within vicinity of each other. Let's see. That's 130. Lone Star. Yeah, Mike Bailey.
Yeah. And that's on April 1st, right?
Yep.
So I'm assuming Multiverse of Madness or Multiverse of Matches, two different things. That's going to be, I'm assuming, pre-recorded.
Could be.
Yeah, Dallas, April 1st, New Japan Strong. Yeah, Jay White posted a thing on Instagram. And then that guy interrupted him.
Oh man, that's going to be packed. And that's on a Friday, so you can get Smackdown too.
Is it on a Friday?
Yep, April 1st is on a Friday.
It is on a Friday. Oof. Call into work day, dude.
That is going to be a busy day.
Yes, it will. Okay. Yeah. Busy day. We got anything else?
Nope.
We are approximately 2 weeks from Mania?
Yep.
2 weeks from WrestleMania. Honestly,
Hopefully
we're exactly 2 weeks from all of this crap that we just talked about. So, that's the same weekend as Mania too. Is where's Mania this year? Is it Dallas?
Dallas.
Did you not put 2 and 2 together there, dog? I figured you.
I know, but
Goddamn, it's all happening in Texas.
Guys,
you know what, guys? I'm gonna be there.
You gotta say, guys, are we going to Texas in 2 weeks? It's like, are we just going to Texas in 2 weeks? Hey, Dallas is pretty lit though. I've been to Dallas. Dallas is pretty lit. They got a pretty cool restaurant there called the Iron Cactus. You get a chicken. It's like this spicy chicken sandwich. It's like half a fucking chicken on a sandwich.
Damn,
it's pretty cool stuff.
Joey's bitch ass wouldn't eat it.
No, he wouldn't. He would die. He would die if he sniffed that sandwich. He would fucking need a drink of water. Okay, like he's gonna sniff that sandwich.
Where's my tea?
Yes. He's yelling at the waitress for
throw hands with the waitress.
Stuff. Yeah. Oh, good fucking call out, Dustin. Dustin's been on fire with some good jokes. I will give him that. We give Dustin a lot of shit off the show and on the show. I get
roasted by AJ daily.
Yeah.
So I mean,
we give Dustin a lot of shit off the show and on the show. I think at one point Dustin had 2 or 3 good jokes in a row, and Joey was like, "Okay, who the fuck has Dustin's phone at this point?" That's funny. Good shit. All right. So, yeah, like I said, we are 2 weeks from Mania. We need to talk off camera, obviously, and figure out something fun to do for Mania weekend. I don't know what we're going to do, but we need to do something.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. I think that's all we got. You guys have anything else? Dustin, you got anything else?
Nope.
This was your
option. I got some cool cards from my friends.
Oh, yeah. You got to talk about that. Last week, I think we talked about the Oni Lorcan card. He got a couple of extra things in today. That is a Danny Burch card on your right and a tag team Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch signed card on the left. Look at the collection. Look at the collection. You need to go.
Such great friends.
You can get those graded, man. That's probably worth the good. Like $7 or something.
Together.
PSA 10, $7. So fucking funny.
You're gonna be the only one with graded cards because no one wants that shit graded.
You're gonna send to the graders like, "Oh, this is a one of a kind." Nobody.
Who the fuck has this?
That's gonna be one of those, like, somebody's gonna fucking open it and be like, "Yo, dude, you see this? Like, somebody actually has a signed fucking Oni Lurkin card." Yo, respect Oni Lurkin.
I'd be like, I don't even know who the fuck this is.
Yeah, that's probably more like I don't know. How am I supposed to grade this? I don't even know what this is.
They'd be like, NR not rated trash.
In the trash can.
Put a trash can on the label.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, where the little number goes is a little trash can. All right. Well, I think that's it. I think that's all we got this week. Excuse me. We should be back next week. I don't know with what. I'm sure some shit will happen. Maybe some more Cody Rhodes news. Who knows? Hopefully nobody else.
Maybe Joey won't be a bitch.
Maybe. Not a strong possibility of that happening. Once again, I am a betting man. I'm going to bet against that. Like I said, I think that's all we got this week. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. And remember, the only thing to remember this week is bad times don't last, but bad guys do. See you guys next week.
See ya.